Hello, everyone. My name is Corey Toshak. I'm the owner and operator of Prep Therapy. We're an athletic therapy and injury management clinic. So I just wanted to make a short video today just to kind of go over something that I'm experiencing today, as well as other people may be experiencing throughout this week, especially within our area. We are in Ontario, a little bit more northern Ontario. But really, I want to talk about joint pain and weather. People talk about it all the time. All the time, people are saying, oh, the weather changes are making my joints act up, right? So, do you know why that is? I personally did not know exactly why that was happening. So, I've done a little bit of research into it, and I just want to share it with you guys, some of the information that I've come up with. So, what is weather joint pain? What's the connection between the two? So, whether it's osteoarthritis, whether it's rheumatoid arthritis, chronic pain, it could be past injuries as well, joint injuries, they tend to flare up during the weather. So especially when it gets cold or when the barometric pressure changes. So why is this happening? So reasons why, it's not 100% certain why this happens. People don't overly understand it just yet. But from some of the research studies that I've looked at, the low pressure that occurs when our pressure changes due to the weather changes, it means there's less force pushing against you specifically. So because there's less force, this allows your tissues, so your muscles, your tendons, could be your joint capsules, it allows them to expand just ever so slightly. So this can cause inflamed joints. This can affect damaged joints, like I mentioned. So it just increases the tension within that area and within those structures. So that can lead to pain, that can lead to stiffness, it can lead to achiness. So what the heck do we do about it? Weather's going to happen, especially in Northern Ontario. It's going to change. We're in this weird third winter season right now where we're kind of going between winter and spring, right? So what can we do about it? So here's a couple tips for you guys. So keeping your joints warm. So we can do this in a couple different ways. A heat pack is a great way to do it. Staying warm yourself, extra layers, whatnot, compression sleeves or thermal wraps help. But another way of keeping your joints, your muscles warmed up is through movement. And this could be a very gentle movement. It could be going for a walk. It could be low impact exercise. You could just get up and do maybe 10 squats. They don't have to be full squats. It's just something to get the muscles firing, get some heat within the body, right? Another tip for you, hydration. I'm sure you've heard this one. Keeping your body hydrated is a huge key to keeping those muscles and the joints happy, as well as electrolytes. So when it comes to supplements like electrolytes, I always suggest talk to your doctor or pharmacist to ensure that that's exactly what your body needs, especially if you are taking other medications. However, hydration, water, as well as electrolytes are a good step to take. Magnesium-rich foods or supplements can really help support that muscle relaxation. The other pieces to it, so stress management. So stress has a huge factor on our health. So this can affect our moods essentially. So when we're in those stress states, generally our bodies tense up to begin with, but then adding weather on top of that, which is another stressor generally when we're cold or it's rainy or it's snowing, it just adds another stressor to our lives, right? So things like breath work, could be journaling if you're having those negative emotions, could be a light yoga practice, guided meditation. These are just some suggestions to help with that stress management. I always suggest to my clients, whatever works for you. Someone may not want to journal, someone may not want to do yoga, but whatever helps you manage that stress is the best thing for you, okay? So every single person is different. I can give you all the tips and tricks in the world, but if they don't work for you, they don't work. So finding what works for you to help with your stress management. Maybe it's going and playing a sport at the end of the day. Maybe it's sitting with your family and talking, right? So maybe that's something to look forward to or to schedule with your family to say, hey, I'm having a bit of a low, I'm having a lot of achiness. I'd love to just work on some stress management, right? The last piece, and this just comes from my world here as an athletic therapist, we do laser therapy here. So laser therapy does help with joint pain. It does help reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and it also does help modulate nerve sensitivity. So here we use BioFlex laser therapy system. So wherever you are, it may be beneficial for you to seek out a therapist or a clinic that utilizes laser therapy. And now you may need to be one of those clients who's experiencing osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis or a previous joint injury, for them to look at you and go like, yeah, the laser therapy system seems right. So by all means, reach out to your local therapist and see if that's something that could benefit you. And even doing a maintenance thing, especially through those winter months or those months where that weather changes does happen a little bit more. That transition between winter and spring, the spring and summer, summer to fall, and so on. So maybe you set up a couple appointments there to kind of maintain some of that joint lubrication as well as reducing inflammation. So those are all my tips for you guys for weather-related joint pain. This is our first video that I'm putting together here, so hopefully it is helpful and useful for you. Please drop a comment, subscribe, like, all of those things. I'd love to make some more videos for you guys and help you with some tips and tricks. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.